This episode, we're going to be trimming the fat a bit. I'm Victor Frost, and this is Steven Universe Universe. So with new episodes coming out in November, we need to get some of the backlog out of the way, because even with making episodes on our usual-ish schedule, there are still way too many. Since not every episode is equally important, because really they're not, we're just going to go through a bunch of the less important ones really quickly. You ready? Here we go. First up at plate is Restraunt Wars. Motivating peace between enemies can be as easy as presenting a large enough common threat. See Ozymandias in The Watchmen. This episode we also learned that, much to everyone's surprise, Ronaldo is dating the ticket attendant from the movie theater. Well, was. Kiki's delivery service. While helping others is certainly a virtue, you must also remember to help yourself. Distinct from selfishness, putting yourself first is taking care of your well-being. It's making sure you're physically, mentally, and emotionally okay. We also see that Steven's telepathic powers let him hop into people's dreams, both accidentally and at will. But that doesn't mean he comes out rested. In fact, he very much does not. Alone at Sea. Just in case they weren't clear enough about it, this episode is all about recognizing and rejecting unhealthy relationships. The best line of dialogue in this one was, "Why would a fish ever bite a hook?" Because it completely symbolizes the prospect of Lapis and Jasper refusing. Why would you do something so obviously bad for you? Because even if you know it's bad, there's still that bait tempting you. The key is being able to see the bait for what it is, just another part of the hook, and to reject it. Often not an easy thing to do, but necessary. For Greg's part, at least he can take solace in the fact that the boat's insurance should cover its replacement. Greg the Babysitter. So in the process of looking after Sour Cream, Greg discovers that he is essentially a giant man baby and needs to grow the hell up. We also got a glimpse of Rose's strength and her ability to control her mass by how she stopped the Ferris wheel instantly without being moved by it. Kindergarten Kid. Steven teaches Peridot about empathy and the importance of actually trying to understand others instead of simply assuming your preconceptions are right. All while being in a Warner Brothers Roadrunner cartoon. Meet. Know your fusion. This episode highlights two things. That sometimes you just need to stop and listen, like Pearl and Garnet needed to, and that the combination of Steven and Amethyst's sense of humor and insecurities manifests in some really sad, self-deprecating humor. Also, why couldn't Garnet ask what they were up to? I really love this episode, but it's mostly because of all the little jokes about production that are made during Sardonyx Tonight. Also, I really love Sardonyx, and any reason for her to be on the show is just a plus for me. Buddy's Book. Chronicling the world's wonders can be just as important as discovering them. Donate to your local libraries, kids.
Future Boy Zoltron.
It's important to be open about your feelings to the people you care about, because communication is the bedrock of every relationship. For this episode, we see Harold Smiley and Quentin Frowny representing the two most emblematic icons of theatrical performance, Thalia and Melpomene, the Greek muses of comedy and tragedy. Last one, Onion Gang. This one is pretty straightforward because they literally say it in the episode during the denouement. The only revelation here is that Onion has friends and that they are just as weird as he is, and that Suitcase Sam might not actually need his eye patch. Also, paint me like one of your French girls. And that is it. Obviously, we jumped over a bunch of episodes, but those are ones that, in my opinion, merit closer examination. We'll get to those as we get to them, but once new episodes start, I'm going to start giving the new ones priority. In the meantime, I am Victor Frost, and I'll see you next time on Steven Universe Universe. Oh, by the way, I've got a new project I'm starting. You might want to check it out. Link in the doobly-doo.